Hey guys, Indie Game Judge here. So today I'm going to be, well, I haven't done a review in quite a while, so today I thought I would review Cubemen. Now, Cubemen is a real-time, very blocky strategy game, and, well, let's jump right into it. So we'll just do a normal game on level uno. Arrow. So, Cubemen is, well, how do I explain Cubemen? So basically, you're the red little lantern thing, and they're the blue thing, and then you've got these cubes, and then with your cubes you buy units. Like, they've each got their own little names and special abilities, and you can, the more powerful ones require more cubes. And okay, I was talking, no fair. I wasn't paying attention, didn't started too late. So you got these cubes, and then you spend your cubes to place units, which then cost X amount of cubes. There are 4 or 8 unit types, each with their own special weapons, abilities, and I guess you could say personalities. And they each cost more than the last. So your goal is simply to defend the invasion of the enemy cubes. As you can see, I customized mine so that mine are the Mac, Apple, and the enemies are the Microsoft Windows symbol. So I feel it is very satisfying when I eliminate the enemy team. So as you can save up cubes, and then you can strategically place your purchase and place your units. For example, do you save up for a more powerful unit, or do you spam lesser costing units? And then how do you place them? So there's, in the later levels, there's cover and varying heights, and it's all strategical placement is very important. Obviously, you can move them later on as well after you've set their initial movement, and they'll have limited ranges. So choosing where they go and who they attack is very important. You can change, by clicking on them, you can see their range, and you can also set their targeting, I believe. Yes, you can set who, they can set their tactics, if you will. You have got lives, and then you lose a life each time one of them gets to your base thing. So it's kind of a tower defense, it's more of a tower defense than a real-time strategy. I don't know why I said that. But it combines this kind of, it's pretty much a tower. It's pretty much a tower defense, and that's basically the majority of the gameplay. There's all these different, there's 8 different units, and they all do something special. Like, this guy's just a standard grunt, this guy's got a flamethrower, this guy's got a mortar, this guy has got a ice shooter thing. This guy shoots homing rockets, this guy has a piercing laser, or that guy has a piercing laser, and then this guy's got like a nuclear kind of blast, if I remember correctly. So yeah, the majority of the gameplay is get cubes by killing enemies, and then spend the cubes to get more units, which will then kill more enemies. It's pretty standard. Cubemen, it's pretty fun, I guess. Okay, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Wait, let's see. Yeah, Sid's a deadly tracer from long range. Okay, and Mike is, damn it, I couldn't see. Okay, so let's move on to the next level. Yes, okay. Let me skip this. Thank you. Pick new level. No next level, but let's do this one. So basically what you saw there, obviously every single level gets increasingly more complex. Let's pop up some grills. Get them, actually let's get them over here. Get some cover. So yeah, it's basically your run. It's a little more than your run-of-the-mill tower defense game. Basically what you saw me do in the previous level is the majority of the gameplay, And that's pretty much it. To be honest, this game doesn't really bring anything more. Doesn't bring much more to the table than a regular tower than any other tower defense. And yeah, okay, let's be truly fair. This game is very fun for the first 5 minutes, and then you realize that it's pretty difficult and it doesn't really explain the game to you very well. And when it's like, okay, this is literally impossible for you to beat, it's like, oh, actually standing behind blocks actually protects them, and like, I didn't even realize there was any sense of physics in this game. It doesn't really explain the mechanics too well. And it's kind of just like, here are your... It does have a tutorial, like, this is what the HUD does, but beyond that, it's pretty... You may notice that I'm getting completely crushed. I haven't played this game in quite a while, and I kind of suck. But that is not... But it is still a pretty difficult... It is a difficult game, so people who are fans of the tower defense genre will still probably not like it that much, because it's kind of... Like I said, it doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's just kind of... meh. It is fun for the first 10 minutes or so until you realize A, it's either super difficult, or B, it's like you're really good at tower defense games. Well then, great. You still get bored of it, but it just takes slightly longer. Like, the level design is, I mean, pretty interesting, but honestly, it's nothing we haven't seen before, or in fact, we've seen better in other tower defenses. I mean, the graphics, yeah, they're kind of neat, and blocks and cubes and all that nice stuff, but I mean, again, nothing we haven't seen better of in other games. So I'm just going to pop in the grills. So yeah, chill there for a sec. I mean, it does have some merits. The music's okay, I guess. I mean, it does have a fair amount of levels. There's multiplayer, so then there's lots of modes. So if you really like tower defenses, then I guess it's enough to keep you occupied for a while. Except, I mean, most of it's just like, oh, place your unit and wait. Which I know that's what most tower defenses are, but there are plenty of good tower defenses by adding that are good by adding mechanics that twist the standard formula, or at least just make it more exciting than this, and which actually explain the game's concepts better, so that you actually don't get screwed over within 4 minutes, or not, within 4 seconds on the second level of the game. Like, I really wouldn't have minded being told some of the like, for game, I'm not saying that the fact that it's difficult makes it bad. I mean, look at the Binding of Isaac. The game is freaking difficult, and I love it. But the thing is, it's replayable, and like, it's fun, and the difficulty isn't like frustrating difficulty. It's like, wow, my dodging is just really shitty, but wow, as I'm playing more and more, it's starting to get better and better, and I'm getting farther, and you really feel, and it's really satisfying when you do well. But this, it's like, I lost, I don't even know what I did wrong, and I don't even know how to fix the mistake. It doesn't even seem skill-based. It's just like, oh, you figure out the trick of the level, and now you're good, kind of thing. But then sometimes it's just like, okay, now I just need to get lucky, and hopefully my strategy will work. Let's just pile a bunch of units behind these walls and we'll be fine. It really is not anything to be like, oh my god, this tower defense is totally awesome. Now, there are plenty of other tower defense games out there that will satisfy the needs of any tower defense fan much better than this game, in my opinion. I don't think that this game is like awful. It's just that when there's so many other better alternatives, and I know this game is old, but I'm also going to be looking at Cubemen 2, which is pretty new. I think it came out this year, and it's pretty much the same thing. It barely has anything from the original, which already didn't add anything. So, like, meh. You know what I'm saying? Just meh. That's what this game is. I mean, you can get it on like the Mac App Store or Steam for like cheap as hell. So I mean, if you're broke and you're in desperate need of a tower defense game, I guess this will work. But when there's so many other options and you're willing to spend a few more dollars, well, your money is definitely better spent elsewhere. So as soon as I finish the last of the cubes, which are seemingly endless, and also doesn't, I don't, like, it's like, oh, there's no, it just never ends. Will this level be over? That's how I feel when I'm playing Cubemen. And that's why I don't really like this game that much. As I said, if you're a tower defense fan, you might feel differently, but for the most part, I think it's pretty obvious that there are much better tower defense games out there. So, that is my review of Cubemen 2, or Cubemen 1 actually. Cubemen 2 is like 2 times worse. Just kidding, it's 50% worse. It's not a bad game, but honestly, there's nothing really good about it. It's just meh. And the online features are like, they work, but they don't even really work that well either. And it's like, oh, you get a level creator that, wait, what? Like, look, custom, like there's, like user levels, but then there's a level editor, and then it's like, oh, you have to do all this crap, and then blah, blah, blah. Oh, wow, there actually is a level editor. Last time I tried this, it didn't let me, but, well, it's something, actually, that's something, that probably gives it another 0.5, actually. So, instead of 5, it gets a 5.5. Cubemen earns a 5.5, which is a meh from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is actually my first non-positive review. I mean, again, like 5.5 is not a fail. It's a D. So I guess you could still say it's positive on that front. If you're an underachiever, no offense. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my review of Cubemen. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe to my channel, Indie Game Judge. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Goodbye.